Yeah, the stream
Okay,
crashed.
sorry about that. Internet fell for 1 second, so decided to restart the stream. We did about 1 hour and 40 minutes. I hope we have like, I think we still have like 1 hour and something, we'll see, of what happens here. And yeah, I'm not gonna go through what happened again, just into the mage tower and they are exploring it. So you have guys found a sending scroll, and ignore what I said about the copper wire. That was me fucking up.
Yeah. I
But
don't.
yes,
I don't think.
ignore that.
I don't think I can use it anywhere because it's a divine spell.
You know that you can't, like, you know you can't use it.
I know, but just the way the scrolls work, regardless of the spell level, I can still try and use it. Just I have to make a caster level check. We can go over that later though, but yeah, I don't think I can use it anyway regardless.
Okay, so that's what you find here.
Yeah, and is there anything else in the room of interest?
Doesn't seem like it. Like, do you search, do you... And as I said, it's a very pious room. I explained how it looked like.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I think we got lucky that time though, it might be worse. Hello? So I was concerned because the paper said that each type of mage has their own test, and it makes perfect logic for a white wizard to have a riddle as the thing for his chest. However, a black
What would a red
mage-
wizard have?
red's kind of. Am I right that red's kind of a mix between white and black? Kind of.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of just a not a generalist as such, but they tend to dabble in kind of like all areas, and whereas the black one's like purely like either evil or offensive in some way, shape, or form. So like the exact
You wanna try
concern. I think we should just look at the next level, then see what's
Okay,
there.
I would like to come back though.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. Sommal thinks that this is the perfect place to sleep.
I mean, I want to open another door.
Oh yeah, we can open another door, but I just think like when we get around to sleeping, this could be the perfect place to sleep, especially in one of these rooms, because that might mean if we shut the door, that even if people came looking for us, they would have a 1d3 chance of not finding us. However, on that exact logic, Sommal leaves the door open to this one.
Or we could hide
Okay.
in your mage's room, and you
Yeah.
can lock the door behind you magically to where no one can open it.
Yeah, somebody else might know the words though, but
Maybe.
I don't know. I just generally think this is a good place for us to stay. Especially if it's starting to get late in the day, even though we are nice and fresh.
Smell of the night. Alright, we go up.
Okay, you guys go up. This seems to be the final level. There's nothing going up.
I thought it was a fucking huge tower.
For a fucking huge tower, this seems to be the final level.
Something not
There
right
is a
there.
50-foot tall tower, but there are only 2 levels.
Yeah, we need to have our wits about us on this level then, if that's what it looks like. And that's not a meta level decision, that's blatantly obvious to the characters as well, I think.
Yep, you can take it however you like. There seems to be no going up more than this.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we see?
You see a... 1 second. You see a room. There's a little nightstand. Behind it, a couple of like books, a little carpet with a chair on it. A very weird chained chest with the head, like there's like a flying skull on it. And besides that, there are a lot of chairs, and there's like a big throne in the room. and like to the extreme left of it, there is a kind of a pentagram drawn in the ground, but with a skull on it. And to the right, there's like just a ladder going up to like several bookcases that are pretty high up.
What does the
I,
magic scroll say?
What?
Does the scroll change?
What? Sorry, what do you mean?
Does the,
Oh,
the,
piece
oh,
of
the
paper.
piece of paper.
the parchment, sorry.
Parchment doesn't change.
I walk over and gesture Sommal to follow me to this pentagram on the ground, and I want to see if the paper changes once we get to it.
We don't step in it. No, I don't
No.
step in it.
I'm standing like just.
I'm guessing the pentagram sign in the D&D world is just as cautious as it is in
As
real life.
ominous.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Especially one
Yeah,
with
I'm
a skull in the
standing,
middle of
like-
it.
Piece
I'm
of
standing,
paper
like, 5 foot away.
changes and says, "This is where visitors stop. The rest of the tower is only for those powerful enough to face it. Maybe later, when you possess more power, adventurers. You are not ready for this."
Okay.
So I would just ask it, is this room safe, or is this just to ward off people?
The writing does not change.
I say to the parchment, "Can you help us open that chest over there?"
Parchment does not change.
I'll walk over to the chest.
Very
follow
ominous
that.
chest. It is with like locked. There's like chains going over it and around it, and there is like the emblem of a skull with 2 wings to the sides in front of it, and like it looks like a chest, but you know, like the little crack that kind of goes around, like shows that it's a chest. This looks to be like a solid piece. Like there's no crack. There's like it's complete, plain. Like it's shaped like it's a chest, like this, you know, but there's no crack.
I kneel down beside it, and
Say
I
pity.
simply say, "Open."
You say open, nothing happens.
Worth a try.
Does the skull with wings mean anything of note, or is it just a skull with wings?
But I know
remember
this
seeing
is-
this. You remember seeing this somewhere.
Has
Skull
it?
with
I know.
wings. Skull with wings. You fought this before. In the sewers.
Yeah, that's what I
A
thought. The
gargoyle.
fucking,
First days.
the fucking mimic.
That's a gargoyle.
Same thing.
No, it's really not. I pull out a glowing dagger, and I set the tip of my glowing dagger against the lock.
You can see the crack of the chest.
I press the dagger into the like lock face of like the with like the wings and everything, and I like press it.
The chains snap.
Oh, we didn't fight a mimic, did we? The gods thought the thing was a mimic, and then destroyed
No,
it.
we fought a
Yeah.
mimic in the demon's place. Remember, the demon.
Yeah, Sommal wasn't there for that. I knew a mimic had popped along somewhere though.
No. It wasn't a mimic. I am talking about the gargoyles.
I don't know.
Something
I
about
know.
gargoyle.
I know, but like I said, I thought we fought a mimic, but we didn't. It was my unseen
You
servant.
actually
Harry.
did fight. You actually did fight a mimic.
I didn't. I wasn't there. They all did.
They all did,
Us-
yes.
Regardless, a smile creases James's face and says, "Innovation." And then I kind of put the dagger into the crack that I can see with it, and I like pull the chest open. Actually, can I
And
take
then
that
a
back
mimic
with
pops
us?
out. It's a mimic inside of a
Can I
chest.
can I search this for traps before I open it?
You can. Do me a search test.
$18.
One sec. You find nothing inside of. You find nothing inside that would seem to be like a trap. Sorry, I was looking for my notes. Go on.
James takes a deep breath and throws the chest open.
Okay, through the chest open, there's a little stand there, with a ring on it.
I walk over to the ring and
what happened with
examine
the
it.
last ring? Careful, James.
I know what happened with the last string, but the last string did not take nearly as much work as this one did to find.
No. I mean, I ended up stealing it.
I smile and I say, "You've already had your reward. This one is mine." And I brace myself and I pick up the ring.
Okay, I need to roll something for it.
Oh,
God, I hate this table.
You're gonna roll for how awesome I become. Wait, you're gonna hate this table?
He's gonna roll for curse.
I think that I discovered something that Chucky was kind of in the back of his mind thinking that I wouldn't figure out, but I figured out quite quickly.
It is a silver ring with ivory inlays and zircon gems on it. There is a gold, like a gold idol on it. Which weighs a fuck ton. Like a 4 ring weighs a fuck ton.
So 2 pounds.
And
You can't carry it.
Is this Chucky's way of saying fuck you, Nick? Get fucked. I'll take your tumble for this.
It's the ring of anti. The ring of.
How much does it weigh?
You don't know necessarily. Like, do you take it in your hand?
I can guess to like the nearest couple
Okay, like,
pounds, probably.
I'd say like 2 pounds, because it's like very fucking hard.
Am I gonna take minuses to hit if I wear this thing?
If it goes no, minus is to hit. You give me minus for overweight.
Well, 2 pounds isn't gonna do that. What are the engravings of? Is it anything in particular?
Not seemingly.
Is there anything in particular to me?
Should I borrow?
Where's Isai when you need him? Isai, identify.
You know what? Yes, I will hold on to this until we find Isa. And I slip it into the interior of my cloak that I'm always wearing. I hope that you all do realize I'm always wearing a cloak with like my hood up, but I slip it into the interior of my cloak.
Pictures like that. Would you let me look at it before you do that? To see just if it
Last time I let you look at a ring, you dropped it on a pedestal.
Last time I did that, I was invisible and knew it was cursed.
You had no idea it was cursed.
I did have an idea it was cursed.
Nuh-uh.
Everyone thought it was cursed. You had a great big giant
Same.
argument. I had a great big giant argument. It was Ajax in front of me.
I look at him and I say, "Swear to me you will not put it on."
I swear I'll not put it on. I'll look at it with open hands, if needs be. And also, Nick, if you can't remember, I was also invisible when you gave it to the Look of Magi and said it had a curse on it. Which is how I knew the Magi had it. But yeah, I knew, trust me. But yeah, Sommal promises. I promise as well. If that means anything.
Well, no, don't go out of character for it. Yeah, I give you the ring and I say just be careful.
Round 2 of
Okay.
Rogue versus Rogue versus Bart. Rip the ring on.
You
With the
see-
middle finger.
You take this ring, and on the side of the ring, you kind of understand a bit of the inscriptions on it. It's written in the language of magic again, but it's more in dwarvish runes than anything else. And it says,
Everywhere is this ring is the chosen one.
It says, take the hobbits to Isengard.
it says,
One ring to rule them all,
What
one ring
is
to
the
find
word
them.
for throw like a feather, fall like a cat, always on your feet?
Featherfall. You could just say that it says Featherfall on the side of the ring.
You miss your prayers more.
I don't know that. It might do
Okay.
more. It might do more than that. But yeah, I'll portray that information to you. Yeah, and hand you it back. And just,
Okay.
and just,
Will not metagame. I will not metagame.
and just say to you that one should be okay to wear. However, obviously until it's like magically identified, I have no idea if there's anything bad on it also. So it might just be worth saving until it gets properly identified. However, I do have a golden ring if you'd like to trade. It's a golden
I
ring.
look at it, then I look at yours, and I look at it, and I look at yours, and I'm like,
Which
this
one
one
do you look
has
at?
magic. This one has magic written on it, so I think I'll keep it.
Yeah, mine's a golden ring of +0.
What to do?
Nothing. +0. Plus nothing.
You could just give me. You could just give me that ring there.
However, you do see next to it a very attractive signet ring. Just out of that. However, that's not magic either.
A signet, like your signet.
Yeah, my house is signet. Yeah.
I just kind of started walking downstairs.
Don't ask what it is because I haven't made the signet up yet. It's
Oh,
just a
okay.
signet ring.
That's what I was about to say. I was gonna say as we walk
always had it.
downstairs, I begin to talk to him about his house and all of that.
It's not necessarily. It's not my house. It's my family. My father was a priest in a church. It's like the light of God, the God of light, and so it would probably be whatever symbol that deity would wear.
We talked briefly about this, I suppose. And then as we're walking down, I say, "Hey, do you like books?"
Yes, but that's a lot of books.
Yeah, but there might be something interesting up there if you want to go look. We have the entire night to go.
Are there any windows up here yet, Tricky, that we've noticed?
Yes, there are windows.
Looking out the window, how dark is it? What time do we think it roughly would be? And
Roughly about like midnight.
Can I see the entire city from up here?
Most of it.
Are there tons of orcs and goblins closing in on our tower?
Doesn't seem like it.
Sweet.
so
I want to walk
but-
over and I
but
want to go see
roll
if
me a
any
spot
books.
check. Roll me a spot check because you do look at them in detail.
22.
Okay, you see something, but you're not sure what. There's like
A figure?
there's a this big great bonfire that you see there, like in the castle area, and like at intervals of about like a couple of seconds, like 20 seconds, it disappears. Like the light completely disappears for 1 second, and then it comes back, and again and again, and like your eyes hurt a bit, but you can't actually see what it is.
I frown and then I go over to that desk right here and I pick up the spyglass that's conveniently sitting on it, and then I walk back to the window and look out.
when you do that, I say
There is no spyglass there.
Alright. Well, I kind of point out to him like the dark spots over there, and like there's people moving around that bonfire.
Well,
and then from there I walk over and I kind of get up on the ladder and I just kind of move it around, and I want to see if any book happens to catch my glance
Yeah,
as I just
just-
kind of look at them.
Just while you do that though, as you point out there's something over there, guess who happens to actually have a spyglass?
Small.
What?
I have a spyglass.
High five.
Isn't that about 100 gold?
Nope, I've got it written down though.
Give me 1 second.
I know who I'm stealing from
It's
while
a
you're
lot
sleeping.
of freaking money. No,
It
it's
is.
a lot of freaking money.
They're very expensive. That's why I thought maybe there might by chance be one on this wizard's desk, because he's.
Did I not get one though? Where have I got that from? 'Cause I-
Eyeglasses are expensive as all get out, dude. That's why I don't have one, or else I would definitely have one.
I must have got that from somewhere then.
Don't
Is it
worry,
right?
next time we're in a big city, I'm gonna steal one, so it'll be alright.
No, no, it's important that we realise where I got that from, or if I put it on by accident at some point. I must have got that from somewhere.
Or you put it on at the very beginning during that one shot, because it was a one shot and it really didn't matter.
Potentially. It might have been something
So-
that I asked. It might
No,
have been.
it's very much. I'm gonna say like I don't remember you having it.
It's always been there. I swear to God, it's always been there. But I've never had a reason to use it. I've never had anything to look at.
Like it's. Let me find like the exact how much it
It's 1,000 gold.
costs.
It's
Yeah.
1,000
While
gold.
you're
There's
doing
no
that,
way.
Chucky,
You've never had 1,000 gold, and I don't remember ever giving you one in a route.
I don't think that you have. While you're looking for that though, do I see any books on the shelf that catch my...
A
What?
lot of books, histories, alchemical books, nature books, magic books in the kind of like about magic.
Anything
Magic in
like...
Terrasium, nothing much. Like there's nothing that catches your eye. There's no like thievery 101, how to improve your thieving skills. There's nothing that
Is there
catches
anything-
your eye.
Is there anything that I could read that would maybe make me better at doing something? That might
Doesn't
teach me
seem-
something.
That doesn't
Is there-
necessarily work like that.
Is there by chance maybe like a book that would... Because like in the player's handbook there's like tools that you can use to raise your checks on certain things. Like maybe is there like an appraise book or something that would help me appraise like a certain item as I look at it? I can like flip through the pages and look for it.
Do you need thief tools?
Nope, doesn't seem like it. Yes, you kinda need fifth tools. Fifth
No,
tools
I
are
mean-
raw.
I have
You
these
need-
tools.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say I've got some of them as well, and I definitely have them.
Yeah, you need fifth tools. Like you cannot lockpick. You cannot like.
You can do it with a penalty.
Trap finding, lockpicking, stuff like that. Like requires your thieves tools.
Damn it! I can't
Sure,
go
yeah, I
through.
imagine as well.
I can't go through 11 weeks of fucking Eye of the Storm to find out where this fucking spyglass came from.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
it-
giving it to you. I'm only gonna say that there's like some mistake in God there. I don't believe you cheated. but-
I think Nick might be right though. I think it might have been something that I'd asked for, like on the one shots or something like that.
It might be, but we'll disregard it.
Yeah.
So
I
is
have
there
1,000
anything like
gold
that
instead then. No problem, Chucky. That's completely fine.
Okay.
Are there any
so-
books that might like help me learn something like that, like an appraisal book or one for? Let me see something else I have skill points in. Maybe something that would help me with a certain like how to open like a lock more expertly or something, or like I don't know, man. Anything
Looking
that you'll give me.
through the books or with it.
Tumbling techniques, maybe. I don't know.
Looking through the things.
Hmm.
Is there a
A
general
book of
theme?
acrobats.
Is there a general theme to the book, or are they all seeming to be pretty much random?
Like you said, they're about a lot of knowledges. There's probably knowledge books up there. I'd imagine that would help you with knowledge.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Let's see.
The book of Bard +1.
There's a book that says how to figure out if how to figure out what different gems are and how to never use that spell component in that process.
So there's like an appraisal type book.
Seems
that-
like it.
Is that 2 books or 1?
No, it's like 10, 12 pages long book.
I take it and I kind of flip through it and like look at it.
You just flip through it.
Well, I pick it up and I flip through it, and then I'm like, I suppose I'll take it. It
Catches-
looks useful.
Catches your
Caught
attention.
my. Yeah, I take it. Why not?
Okay.
You tell me what you
I'm
get.
just gonna say you how this goes. It's not a permanent thing. It's literally just like a temporary thing. Like I'm reading some of this in the Dungeon Masters. It's basically like it's gonna be like you read it and for a certain amount of time you will have a certain bonus.
Is it something that could be used over and over again though?
No, it's like after you use it like a couple of times, like each time you use it, the bonus is not that big anymore.
Does such a book exist though, like a book of commonly found gems and their values for like an appraise? Like
Yeah.
appraisal type book like
I
that?
mean, it's let's say it's that book. Like it doesn't really matter. It's like
Well,
it
no,
gives
what
you-
I'm saying is if I go somewhere else, can I like find a book that's like, these are commonly
These
found gems,
books
this is how
are-
much
no,
they're
no, no.
worth? And then I can
This-
kind of take that and just be like, oh, here's a gem, and then like flip through it
You
and be like,
can-
yeah, that gem's worth this.
You can take that and maybe like you can find that maybe in the library and try and memorize of it, but that doesn't
Or I could
necessarily
just
help
steal
you.
it from the library.
Doesn't necessarily help you with the skill. Like doesn't necessarily like if the situation arises, you might find that pretty useful. Of course, I'm gonna say that like usually this isn't done in D&D, but I'm gonna say yes because it seems like why the heck not?
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah, I'm gonna
something that
say that.
people
It
would
makes
report.
sense that there would be a book of gems for
Yeah,
like a
maybe,
smith or something.
maybe
It would,
it's
it
not
would
like-
still be general though, because every
It's-
single gem
yeah.
is different.
It's still kind
Yeah,
of
exactly.
thing like
Big
It's
one,
still-
small one, something that
it's
they
not
use
here.
ahead.
You don't find it here. You only find what I told you.
Okay. I'll take a look for it. Maybe I'll steal it from somewhere later.
Okay. So you take a look at it. What does a look at it means?
The appraisal book?
Yep.
That I have now? Oh, I just kind of thumbed through it, and then I just kind of put it in my bag.
Okay. Put it in your bag. 5 pounds. I
11-page book, man.
It's 1 pound. Put it down as 1 pound.
And
Okay,
did you say
yeah.
there was
I
another?
was just fucking with you.
Did you say there was another book?
I'm gonna say no. There's nothing more.
You said there was a book of how to avoid using spell components.
Yeah, this is the same book.
The same book.
Yeah, it's just like it has. That's the title of the book basically.
It's a fucking weird combination of books.
As
That's
you
what
come
it
over
says.
and kind of look at me like this, I'm like, over there was something about a song book or something, a book of tells, knowledge about history or something. Maybe you'd be interested in that.
Was there?
No,
You said that there was a history book down there.
there were a couple of history books, of course, yes, but like if it's a history book here, you can easily find a history book around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bards would like create songs from history tells and things. That's what James
Like,
thinks.
history.
I'm just
history
ready to shut up.
History according to the like different races,
Yeah.
different peoples.
The only thing I would be interested in would be if there was anything resembling a dictionary in any other languages.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, is there a book that teaches you how to speak common around here?
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, is there an English dictionary?
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
There's no
Well-
dictionaries.
Boring wizards. Is there anything, Chucky, that we don't know what it is?
Interesting question. So actually, do me kind of start doing me rolls for this. So search just review.
Search
Rolling.
checks?
Yeah, search checks.
Would this not just be classed as taking 20 though?
But I'm saying at first.
I roll a
glance,
17.
I'm saying like if you can do it first. Yeah, you can find it. There's a book you've not seen before. This book has like silver runes on it and a blue binding, night blue binding on it. It is locked with an actual lock.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna argue that these things are pretty common if it's a spell book. Is this a spell book? I think I would have
Don't
seen
know.
a spell book at some point during my travels.
We have never seen a spellbook before. Spellbooks are literally like the books that like in the wizards. Like, it's more important than their lives.
Yeah. Most wizards would probably, if you discussed this openly, my opinion as a player and as a character would probably be most people who were powerful enough to have anything worth looking up enough to ward it. They wouldn't just
I
have a
am
lock. They wouldn't just have a lock mechanism on it.
I look at this and I say, "Hey, Small, I found a book. A cool one at that."
Yeah. Do I recognize
As-
anything additional about it, or?
Doesn't seem like it. It's just a black. But do you have a spellcraft?
Yes.
To me.
Oh, it's not very good, I don't think. +3. No, why do I keep on trying to roll in your chat? Might doing the trick. 18.
18. This is the Book of a Black Mage.
Oh shit, son.
Pretty cool book, right? Think we should take it? Might be worth something.
Mal would say, and this is again not completely non-meta, but that book's probably best kept with me because I want to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. However,
Do you say this to me?
Yeah,
You say,
however,
"Give me the book. I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands."
I don't say give me the book. I suggest that you give me the book because I don't want that to fall into the wrong hands. However, you can have my.
I give you a look and I say, "You believe my hands to be the wrong hands."
No, just I believe that you would sell it, and that's the Book of a Black Mage,
Like the evil ones?
like the evil ones, yeah. However, I don't want to leave it lying around either, because there's no warding on this place anymore. However, I have no doubt that it may have usefulness. However, I don't recommend opening it, and I don't recommend leaving it. And as much as we seem to have gotten on this evening, I would at least require your word that you're not just going to openly go and flog it.
I kind of start pacing, like, this way, and I'm just kind of like, not gonna lie, I was gonna sell it. And I just kind of look at it, and I walk over to this symbol on the floor, and I say, "How about I just throw it in?"
If you're going to throw anything in, just throw a normal book in and see what that ward does though. For all that you know, throwing that into there might activate a spell in the book, and that's not a situation I want to be in, nor you.
Do magic books do that? James says, confused.
The potential is there. Depends what the ward does. It might not be a ward at all. Which is why
Toss my book.
Yeah, toss your book.
I go over, pick up the book, and
I don't look at the book, and I toss you the book of AC +5.
yeah, is it a what type of book is it, Chucky? Before I throw it in this thing in case it's something cool.
Sorry, what?
He's just
What
saying,
type of book did Sommal just toss me?
just
A random book.
yeah.
Anything interesting?
If it was shiny and had shit on it, I don't think I would have picked it up. To be fair.
It says
Mind you, I'm standing here.
magic, and it's
Yeah, fuck that shit. I throw it into this thing. Yeah, fuck that shit. I just throw it into that thing.
101 reasons not to throw a spell book into a room.
Does it go poof?
It goes poof.
I look at Sommal, I look at the rune, I look at Sommal, I look at the rune, I look at Sommal, I throw the book into the rune.
You throw the book into the room. Poof.
Well, it's stunned. That didn't just teleport to a very powerful mage or anything.
You can say you have no idea what you've just done. When you say it went poof, describe the poof.
It disappears.
James, walk into it.
Walk into it?
Walk into it.
Yeah, no. How about you?
Walk into it together.
Sure.
Hang on. Can we consult the guide?
The guide said that we shouldn't go walking through this thing.